I am Mia Dunlap, and I am hosting the Audacity show. In this segment, I'm turning the camera on myself. We are talking about all things and how we are relating to them in our lives and curating the life we love. Today, we are talking about money.
How has your money story changed over the years?
I just learned something so interesting that when I was growing up, I was considered in the bottom 15% of the American income bracket. Like my family was considered in the bottom 25%. I am now, interestingly, considered in the top 20% of the American income bracket. And that story is like, that's a big deal. That's a big deal. And the most interesting thing about that is that only about 11% of people ever make that big of a shift in their lives and maintain it. My money story began to shift the moment I graduated Spelman College. While I was at Spelman, interestingly, I worked 2 jobs. And then I had a mentor who called me and said, "How much is your second job paying you?" And I told him, and he said, our family is going to send you that amount of money every 2 weeks so that you can focus most of your energy on school so that doesn't have to be a distraction for you. And so in that moment was a pretty pivotal moment in my life. Every moment after, I began to attract energy like that, where people came and said, "I want to support you in living the life of your dreams." And so after I graduated college at Spelman, and I went to New York City to start teaching, and I pretty quickly moved from teaching to becoming a dean of students or assistant principal. $56,000 is what I started with when I started teaching. And then my money story shifted even more when I started earning 6 figures. So it was when I became a principal that I started earning 6 figures, and I continued to do that for some time. I continued to coach leaders after I left being a principal. It was not my ministry. I began to coach principals and coach school leaders, which is what I do now. And I think about culture work. In doing that, my money story has consistently changed over time. So money could have gotten in my way a couple times, and most succinctly when I was in college. So there were 2 instances. One, it was my sophomore year. I called my teacher, my 5th grade teacher, who I am still connected with, and I said, "I want to go home. I feel like I'm not doing what I should be doing or could be doing as a big sister to my siblings, and so I want to go home." And she said, "You will be able to do more for them if you go through Spelman than you will be if you leave Spelman now." And she was right. I am able to love them differently, support them differently, show up for them differently. And by love, I mean be able to give to them in a way that I love being able to do that. The second way is my mentor drove me 10 hours to Spelman College when I got accepted, and it was time for us to come to campus. And I will never forget this because I knew that I would not be able to afford it. I knew that I had not paid my 50% deposit for housing. I had not told a single soul that I had not paid my 50%. And so she drove me, and all I kept thinking the whole way was, if we get sent home, at least I tried. I wonder if there's a way that I can convince them to let me stay on campus. So we got to campus, and they were like, "Go ahead, Mia, go register." And so I went to register, and that was the defining moment. I knew that was the moment where they would be like, "You don't have a room. You have not paid your 50% deposit." I got to the registration desk. I signed in. They looked me up, Mia Dunlap, and they handed me my key. To my room, Abbey Hall, Spelman College. And what had happened was that 2 things happened. I had applied for some scholarships that I didn't know had come in that had covered some of that. And also the mentor that had supported me for part of my time in college their family had sent money on my behalf to Spelman. And so I was just incredibly blessed to have people sewing into me and giving to me at such vital points in my life. My secret to attracting money or manifesting money is to know that I already have it and knowing that I'm worthy of it. So I'm not grappling with anything. I am in constant flow.
How do you make money now?
Not your business. No, I'm kidding. I make money in a number of ways. So I earn money through my job. I also do consulting work. So I consult with schools around school culture and adult culture and leadership development. I also am a speaker. So I will actually be at Cornell University speaking to young women who are also first gens and learning to adjust their crowns and learning to curate their lives. I also earn money through coaching. I'm a life coach. And so I have clients. I'm not taking on any more clients right now, but I have clients that I support in curating their best lives. And it's usually around a transition that's happening in their lives, or being able to tell their story with power and with audacity and with light. And so I curate my life and I earn money through a number of ways. I also invest. Those are some of the ways I earn money. My money affirmations that I learned from various people, including Instagram famous people, is that money comes to me easily. Money comes to me fast. Money loves my company. When money comes, it lasts. That's one of my favorite affirmations. Money is comfortable around me. Money sees me and it wants to be in my vicinity. That I am worthy of the ways that money can help shape our lives. I'm worthy of that. You are worthy of that. We are worthy of that. That money is abundant. Money not tight. It's abundant. It's looking for me. It's looking for you. It wants to be used by us. And that I am worthy. Again, I am worthy of the freedom and the access that money provides. Y'all just got in my business about money. I am feeling so vulnerable, but I'm so glad I got a chance to share and turn the camera on myself and share with you a little bit about my money journey and the ways that I continue to have access to money. And I want to share that with y'all because we are all worthy of it. We are all deserving of it. And I want to hear from you. What's your money story? What are some lessons that you've learned about money? What are some ways that you have curated your life? And how has money supported you? Tune in for the next episode. Talk to you soon.